Well, the draft is over. The Blues have 6 new players now that come into their organization, and once again, Bill Armstrong joins us. Billy, I know you came into this draft saying, it was a little bit different than drafts that we've had in recent years, but you made 6 selections. How happy are you with the picks you made?
Well, we're excited about the first day. It was just, one of those ones that fell together. We worked it. It probably looked a little smoother from the outside as it looks like we traded back, and we were able to get, a good player at 20 that's got a lot of potential. Robert Thomas from London, just a tremendous person that plays both sides of the puck, and he's a coach's dream. He can play every angle, any situation. So, elite hockey sense, fast player. He's going to add some speed to the Blues, and with a ton of character. He's the guy that's going to take the face off if you're up by a goal or you're down by a goal. So he's someone we're really excited to get at 20.
All right, Clem Costin. I know how excited you were, obviously, when the trade was made, and talking to you last night. I mean, you couldn't be happier with this pick at 31.
When I woke up this morning, I was groggy because it was a late night and you're up early in the morning. I had to remind myself that it actually wasn't a dream that we actually got him. He's got a long way to go to be an NHL player, but the potential that he has and the size and what he can do on the ice. He plays a North American style game. He's 6'3". He's a big man with skill and can touch a scoring. So we're excited. Obviously, he's way out from being an NHL player, but he's eager to be over here. He's lived in Detroit for the last, I think, 2 months. He's going to be at development camp next week, so we're really excited about that.
He brings a little bit of everything, right? He's got the size, some skill, plays with a little bit of grit as well, which you'd like to see. And like you said, he's committed to coming over to North America and playing right away.
He is, and if you went and probably asked every NHL team, some teams would have him from 5 to 10 on their list. So it's one of the guys that kind of snuck through the draft, and we were able to get a hold of him. So it's going to be exciting to watch him play for us in development camp and start the process with him. He's there. There's a lot to work with there.
He missed a good portion of the season because of a shoulder injury. How healthy is he?
He is. He's healthy to go. He had his operation in Germany, and he's been rehabbing in Detroit. And right now, as we know, he's 100% healthy.
You took another Russian in the 4th round.
Yeah, we did. We didn't have a third or a second or third pick, so we took Alexei Torchenkov from the same team as Clem Costin. A big guy. He's 6'3". He can really skate. He plays hard on the puck, and he can really push the pace. So he's an interesting kid, just with the size and the strength and his work ethic. He again plays like a North American style game, and he can make some plays and he can throw in some secondary scoring. So. He's a player that obviously you would think, okay, he's over in Europe, but he's free to come over and play in North America. So it'll be interesting to see how those factors kind of work themselves out, but he will be at development camp, as we know, next week.
All right, looking forward to seeing him. What about David Noel from the Quebec League as you start to bring in some defensemen?
Well, he was kind of a super sleeper floating around the Quebec League. He'd been traded to Val d'Or. When that happened, he offense kind of exploded. The coach put him in a really good situation to shoot the puck, and he has a bomb of a shot. So he's somebody that has come on. He's a little bit of a sleeper, but he has tremendous work ethic. From our research behind the scenes, this is a guy that has what it takes behind the scenes to make it as a late round pick. So he has that one quality that you're going to notice as soon as you get to camp, is that he can really shoot the puck from the point. He's somebody that gives you some offense from the backside.
You go to the Ontario Hockey League and you grab another defenseman in Trenton Bourque from Owen Sound.
Yeah, he's someone we've always liked. He's been in the OHL. He went through the draft last year, and he was with Owen Sound this year. And he really can skate. That's one thing that you'll notice with most of the players that are drafted this year. That they've really got the ability to skate, and he's one. He's probably going to be the fastest skater in camp, and he can really push the pace from the backside. So he again has that elite NHL skating quality. So we're excited to get him where we did.
And then Anton Anderson, your last pick in the draft. He's got some size on him, doesn't he?
He's a big man, and he's someone that is, as I would say, raw. Here's a guy that's he's 6'4". He can skate. He plays an aggressive style game. He tries to make a difference on both sides of the puck. He's got to learn to probably settle down, and he's a ways away. He's a very raw player, but there's some good qualities with his size and his athletic ability and the aggressiveness that he plays the game. So we're excited about him.
You have some depth in the organization at the goaltending position. did that lead to you choosing to stay away from a goaltender here in this draft?
You know, it was interesting because we were looking at a couple. We thought we had a couple super sleepers that nobody knew about. And they turned up in the draft. So you kind of put them on a list where somewhere you'd like to get them, and when they're gone, it's just you move on to the next area. Today was a great day for us. We added some size and some speed, and the prospects are going to be exciting to watch them develop over the next few years.
And I want to go back to the first round. Did the draft go the way you expected it to?
Oh, it's interesting. No, because I didn't think we'd be able to walk out with both those players.
Billy, great job.
Thanks very much.